There's a question I hear all the time. How do I know if something is real? How do I know if my path, my relationship, my beliefs are actually true? And the answer might surprise you. Because truth? It's not an absolute thing. It's not some fixed universal law carved into stone. Truth is vibrational. It shifts depending on your energetic state, your consciousness, and the reality you're currently aligned with. Think about it. Have you ever believed something so deeply, only to look back years later and wonder, how did I ever think that was true? Or maybe you had an experience that changed your life, something spiritual, emotional, or even physical that felt undeniable. Until you grew beyond it, and it no longer fit your understanding. That's not because you were wrong. It's because your frequency changed. And when your frequency changes, so does your truth. Take the twin flame journey, for example. In lower frequencies like fear, longing, and attachment, the twin flame journey often feels like obsession. It's chasing someone who constantly runs. It's waiting for union that never seems to come. It's questioning yourself, asking, am I crazy? Is this even real? But when you rise in frequency, when you focus on your own healing, self-love, and alignment, something shifts. The twin flame experience becomes less about the person and more about the energy. You realize the connection was never meant to trap you in suffering. It was meant to activate you, to push you into becoming your highest self. And in that frequency, the twin flame journey feels undeniably real. But this doesn't just apply to relationships. Look at your beliefs. The things you believed as a child no longer resonate because you've grown. The spiritual practices that once gave you peace might now feel hollow. Even your dreams and goals from a few years ago might not excite you anymore. Why? Because truth follows frequency. As you evolve, the truth that once served you dissolves, making space for something greater. It's the same with purpose. Many people think their life purpose is one fixed path, a job, a mission, or a specific role. But purpose evolves with you. What once felt like your soul's calling might now feel like a closed chapter. And that doesn't mean you were wrong. It means you've completed that frequency and are now stepping into the next level. Your highest purpose is not a destination. It's a continuous unfolding. It's not about what you do, but the frequency you embody while doing it. Even manifestation works this way. In lower frequencies, manifestation feels like struggle, visualizing, scripting, trying to force outcomes. But as you rise in vibration, you realize that true manifestation happens through alignment, not effort. When you're in alignment, the things you once worked so hard to attract show up effortlessly, not because you did more, but because you became the version of you who naturally exists in that reality. And this applies to spirituality as well. For some, spirituality starts with religion. For others, it's energy work, meditation, or quantum healing. Each of these paths feels true at a certain frequency. But as you expand, the need for external structures often fades. You realize that spirituality is not something you practice, it's something you are. You are the portal. You are the conduit for higher consciousness. The more you embody your truth, the less you seek validation from external practices. And that's not abandoning your spirituality, it's becoming it. So here's the ultimate truth. Truth is not fixed. It's fluid. It's personal. It's vibrational. If something feels real and aligned for you right now, whether it's the twin flame journey, a belief system, a career, or a relationship, it is real. It is true. But if one day it no longer resonates, that doesn't mean you were wrong. It means you've grown. You've shifted timelines. You've stepped into a new frequency where a higher truth is now available to you. The real question is not, is this true? The real question is, does this expand me? Does it empower me? Does it align with who I'm becoming? If the answer is yes, embrace it fully. And if the answer is no, let it go without guilt or judgment. That's not failure, it's evolution. This is why it's so important to stop arguing about who's right and who's wrong, which spiritual path is the correct one, or whether twin flames, manifestation, or even dimensions are real. Everything is real at the frequency where it serves you. Your job is not to cling to one truth forever. Your job is to follow your frequency, knowing that truth will rise to meet you at every level of expansion. So, if you're feeling stuck, questioning whether what once felt true still is, take a breath. Ask yourself, does this still empower me? Does this still align with who I am becoming? Does this feel like expansion, or does it feel like contraction? Your body, your energy, your heart, they will always tell you the truth. And the truth is simple. If it resonates, it's true for you. If it doesn't, it's time to let it go. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. What truths have you outgrown? What new frequencies are you stepping into? Give this a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you're ready to follow your highest truth and shift into your next timeline. And remember, shift your frequency. Shift your reality. With Quantum Vibes. See you in the next one.